Hi guys, welcome back to another Anki video with your boy Tenchu. I'm currently a third-year medical student, and I have been using Anki since probably like 4 or 5 weeks into my first year of medical school, and I have matured all my Anki deck before my step 1 exam, and so I've been doing it for a while now. It's been probably like 2-3 years now. I've been consistently doing it every single day, and my streak right now is 538 days. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how to be more productive with your Anki sessions. So when you sit down and start doing Anki cards, there's just some little bit of information I want to share and what I picked up as I did Anki daily every single day, daily for the past 3 years. So there's gonna be times when you hit an Anki high, like if you've been using Anki, every Anki user know this, you just start having this high, and literally it's like a runner's high. You feel like you can do Anki cards all day long, and you can go through it so fast in just like a short amount of time. But then there are also times when we keep missing a lot of cards and we go at a very slow pace. Anki is easy, guys. This one thing I want to remind you guys that it's an active form of learning. It's taxing on your brain. So it's not like where you just sit down and like watch a video or something, just listen to your lectures, or just kind of skimming through your notes and writing notes on the side. This Anki it's misleading because it just seems so easy. You just sit there and you press the space bar, and or you're holding a controller and you're pressing the buttons, and people think like, are you even studying, man? But I'm telling you, it's taxing on your brain. Any Anki user will tell you that. So you gotta realize it's an active recall method. It's like answering question forms. Here's some tips for how to be the most productive with your Anki sessions. Alright, so first you want to find your most productive time of the day and just bang out your Anki cards. So for me, this was early in the morning. As soon as I wake up, I usually just brush my teeth. I don't even eat breakfast. I just eat lunch. I might get a protein shake or something later in between my breaks, but wake up, brush my teeth, do my daily devotions, drink a Monster if I'm tired that day, or coffee if you're a coffee person, and literally I just sit down and bang out my cards from like 6 in the morning to 8 in the morning before my lecture starts, before I have to go to school. And those 2 hours are the most productive part of my day. During this time where you find that you're the most productive with Anki, and this is going to be different for everybody. Some of you might go through it really fast during the midday after lunch, maybe doing it at night when you just feel like you can focus better. Find your most productive part of the day and do Anki first, because remember, it's taxing. Don't put it off until later in the day. After you're tired all day from lectures and doing all this work in small group and such and working out, and then you do your Anki cards because you have leftover time, it's not going to be an enjoyable experience, and you're going to go through the cards really slow. So I say try to put Anki at the top of your list. Just try to finish all your reviews for the day at least. Once you're in this period of really productive studying, ignore the Pomodoro method. So I actually start using the Pomodoro app on my iPad Focus, and I like using Forest better because you have an option in Forest where once the timer is up, the timer will keep running until you click out the screen. So before with the iPad app, I set like 25 minutes and then it will stop, and then it will give you the 5-minute option automatically on its own, and then I have to skip the break and add another 25-30 minutes to keep going because I was in the zone. That's why I've noticed, and that was annoying. I didn't want to do that, so I use the Forest app. I set it to like 30 minutes or whatever, because then you can stop even if you don't need to. But then when it starts vibrating, once the timer's up and I'm in the zone, I just keep going. I don't stop. Once you start noticing that you're slowing down and you're getting some reviews wrong, and once you start getting tired, you can start going back to your Pomodoro method, and then decreasing the interval as needed. So you're doing like 45 minutes, start making the interval less, so 30 minutes, 25, 20, 15 minutes of work interval. That's what I had to do when I started getting tired. So this is one way for you to just make every Anki session very productive instead of relying. That's one weakness of the Pomodoro method. It's making you take a break when you're in the zone, So you want to just stay in that zone for as long as you can and milk it and get as many cards done as possible. So this method is gonna sound a little weird, and it's gonna be very it's gonna seem very counterintuitive for a lot of Anki users, and it was for me at first too, and that's just stop trying to do a few cards of Anki throughout the day. So what happens that I've noticed is that so before, when I first started using Anki, and I love Anki for this reason, because I can study literally anywhere I want. I can be standing in line at a coffee shop, I can be standing in line sitting in the bus on the way to school and do my Anki cards, and I would literally pull out my phone every single time throughout the day and just do Anki cards on my downtime. And at first I really liked doing this because I was like, yeah, I'm studying all the time. And it would come to the point to where instead of me wasting my time browsing Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or Reddit during my downtime, I would be doing my Anki cards, and that will get ingrained in you and you become a habit. So that's a good thing. But I will say that it's in the long game, it's gonna be it's not sustainable, because you just get sick and tired of doing Anki all day long. You know, you're doing Anki during when you're studying already, and then when you're on breaks, you're still doing Anki. I find that you're better off getting through the cards as fast as you can during those specific dedicated Anki session, rather than trying to do like 10 or 15 cards in between, like, you know, during the breaks you have during the day. Because 100% I guarantee you, you're not going through the cards as fast as you can when you sit down on your laptop, on your iPad, but at your dedicated study space. You're not going through the card as fast as you can during those phone sessions where you're walking around, talking to your friends, eating lunch. You're better off just using that time to take a mental break from doing Anki. I started listening to podcasts or music on my way to school, on the bus, in line. I would talk to my friends when I'm eating lunch, or talk to my friends instead of just talking to them and then like sitting there with like pressing the Anki. Yeah, I'm reading Anki questions along the way. You're just not going as fast, and it's not worth it. It's not worth your just save those time. You're not as focused, and secondly, you don't have access to relevant source information. So let's say you got a card wrong about rhabdomyosarcoma, and you like, I kind of forgot what that is. You can't look it up. You can't look at first aid on your phone. Or I guess you could, but it's cumbersome. You don't want to pull your laptop out because the screen is so small. Like, so you're just gonna end up with like, okay, whatever, I'll just learn it next time, and then you end up not learning the information and getting the card wrong again in the future. So I think that's also a drawback to doing everywhere you go. And also, you can't look up information, so like you can't use any of the add-ons. Like I love my Emboss add-on. Like, it just hover over the word and just, okay, what's telling me, and then go on to further information. You can't do that on your phone, your iPad, on the go. It only works on your laptop. So for those short break times, just don't try to do the cards. Alright guys, so to sum everything up, just please be more productive with your Anki session by prioritizing it and making it the first part of the day, of your workflow. Even on top of doing questions, I feel like, you know, you can do questions later. Get your Anki cards out of the way. Anki is life. Find the most productive time and hit Anki hard during those times. Don't take a break. Go as long as you can, and then start doing Pomodoro method. And also, the second thing is gonna be just give your brain a break. You know, give yourself a little bit break from Anki when you commuting, and unless you really want to. But just give yourself a break, you know, talk to your friends and listen to music, do things that you enjoy, browse Facebook, browse Instagram, it's okay. That's not to say that you know, I still do my Anki cards when I'm in like line at the boba shop and such, when I'm by myself, and I feel like, yeah, I can, you know, I just want to do a few cards. But don't make yourself do it because you're like, I have to do it to kind of dwindle down my reviews for today, because that's just gonna make you really miserable, guys. So thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe to my channel for more information, turn on notifications so you don't miss my next video, and comment below, you know, what your tips is for doing Anki really fast. You know, your favorite add-ons, you know, the best time of the day for you to do it. Help each other out, guys. Until next time, it's your boy Tim.